Hello guys and welcome back. Good morning to everyone. In my previous class we were discussing with the earthquake, the recent deadliest earthquake occurred at the place called Shigatse, Tibet and China, which is a holy place for Buddhists, and it is also at such place which is very threatening to all the five neighboring countries: Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, India, and China. All these five countries are experiencing a threat because of this deadly earthquake. The earthquake, which is of 7.1 magnitude, and nearly about 200 people have lost their life and more than 150 are wounded. This is official facts, and the research for the casualty is still going on. So here, for the exams point of view, the thing we must know is what is earthquake and why earthquake usually occurs at such places uh, which is somewhat nearer to your Himalayas: Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet, China, India, the northeastern part of India. Why this place experience the earthquake randomly? Only because of the Himalayan mountains present in that area. If Himalaya is present that area, then obviously what type of mountains are Himalayas and what is the process of the formation of Himalayas, all these things should be known for the exams point of view. Examiner will ask only the facts and the understanding questions, the philosophy, the reasons, and the concepts behind the recent events. Yes, you must remember the name Shigatse, but hardly the examiner will ask you recently which place has experienced earthquake. No, these kind of questions examiners will hardly ask. The questions on such events asked why, when, what are the reasons. It means the think based, the understanding based questions are asked in your exams. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about the earthquake, what are the types of the waves, and what is actually the earthquake, why earthquake takes place, and we also had studied about the deep inside the earth's intensity and the material inside the earth. All these things yesterday we were discussing. Yes, so coming to the point, I will show you the picture where this Shigatse, it is in news today also, and as I told you, a very dangerous, very disturbing news: earthquake, magnitude of 5.1, in fact 7.1 earthquake. So in general, in general, when it comes to average, 5.1 is an average, but if we take the Shigatse's earthquake, it is 7.1. Yes, 7.1. Yes, see here, 7.1 earthquake killed at least 126. Yes, this is 8 days ago, but today's facts, today's real fact, the death has crossed more than 200. Okay, so we must know with respect to, see here it is mentioned 7.1. 7.1 is exact intensity magnitude, whereas this has taken as an average. So don't worry about the magnitude or the intensity. The examiner will not ask such type of questions. Examiner just focuses on the concept. What is earthquake, types of earthquake, waves, and P waves, S waves, L waves, and R waves. Okay, we will discuss it here. So when it comes to your map, as I have told you, this is Nepal. Below Nepal we have India, and this is India, Arunachal Pradesh. So it is somewhat quite nearer to the Indian border, and all the neighboring countries including Nepal, Bhutan, India, Bangladesh, China and Tibet. Here it is mentioned Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Bhutan and China. 5 countries are experiencing the threat. So yesterday we were discussing what is earthquake, what are the different types of earthquake, the waves, what are the causes. All these things we have discussed in our previous class. Now I just want to continue the class from yesterday where we have paused it. From there I'll just continue today. So yesterday we were discussing about the types of waves, that is called as seismic waves. The earthquake waves are called as seismic waves. Earthquake waves are called as seismic waves. Seism is nothing but your earthquake. Okay, in geography terminology, the word seism is nothing but which is related with earthquake. Whatever thing which is related with earthquake, you can name it as a seism, right? Then that is why the wave which is related to earthquake is called as seismic waves. Then how many types of seismic waves? Two major types. The first is body waves. The second being surface waves. Body waves and surface waves. Okay, body waves and surface waves. Then within body waves we again have 2 more categories, and within surface wave we have again 2 more categories. Yes, so within body waves we have 2 more categories. Those are called as P waves and it is called as S waves. Yesterday we have discussed about P waves and S waves in a short period of time. I just gave you an hint what is P wave and S waves. Today we will discuss it very thoroughly, right? And within surface waves we again have 2 more categories within surface waves. Those are your L waves and R waves. Okay, I will give you the long forms also when we are discussing. Very interesting topic, very important for your exams point of view as well, right? So here here body waves and surface waves, as I have told you, imagine this is your earth, and somewhere, as I told you yesterday, we had a layer here inside the earth which is semi-liquid, lava, magma which is present here. So it is liquid, and the crust, this is hard substance. So this is solid, this is liquid inside the earth. Imagine the earthquake takes place deep inside the earth because of friction, because of the movement of plate, or because of whatever the release of energy inside the earth. Okay, the earthquake deep inside takes place due to the release of energy inside the earth. That release of energy may be because of the movement of plates, or the fissure inside, the breakage, the heavy weight, the density, intensity, pressure, everything works here. For example, imagine this is your earth and I have cut the earth like this, right? And you are having the journey deep inside the earth. So if you can imagine, if I am cutting the earth, this part, so while you are going deep down, deep under the earth, when you are having journey inside, so you will come across different types of layers. From here to here we have different layer here. From here to here we have different layer. From here again we have different layer. So we have so many layers within the interior of the earth. Clear? So based on that, some layer may be weaker, some layer may be heavier, some layers density is quite loosely arranged, some layers density is very tightly arranged. So based on its imbalanced arrangement, the layers fall on one or the other. So imagine if this layer is very much stronger, very much heavier, the density is closely arranged, then this layer is weak. When the weight of this layer is falling on this, when the heavier layer is falling on the layer which is considered as very weak, over the period of time, when earth is rotating itself, so over the period of time, the weight is falling on the weaker layer, thereby creating the pressure on this layer. So slight movement in the interior of the earth creates a lots of changes, lots of miscarriages on the surface of the earth. Because of that reason, because of that simple reason, we experience so much calamities on the surface of the earth. Okay. So here, as I was telling you, imagine this is the place where earthquake takes place and all your waves are traveling. The first wave, whenever the earthquake takes place, the first waves which travel are called as your body waves, because the waves which are traveling within the body of the earth, inside the body, okay, the waves which are traveling inside the bodies are called as your body waves. Yes, the waves which are traveling inside the body, inside the earth's body, is called as body waves. We have two waves there. As I have mentioned, we have two types of waves, body waves and surface waves. So I am talking about the body waves which travel only within the body, within the interiors of the earth, inside the earth. Then later, when the earthquake, when the two waves, P waves and S waves, travel within the body, then the waves come and hit on the surface. The waves come and hit on the surface. Those waves, imagine if this wave have entered on the surface, then this wave will travel like this on the surface. The wave which are traveling on the surface, the wave which have brought the energy, this energy has been brought on till the surface, right? From the surface, imagine if earthquake occurs somewhere here and the wave is traveling here, from here the wave travels horizontally. Yes, the wave travels horizontally here and or it's on a surrounding area. Those waves are called as surface waves. The waves which are traveling on the surface of the earth, those two waves are called as L waves. The first earthquake takes place, the waves moves, those waves are called as body waves, and on the surface the energy transfers again on the surface. Those waves are called as surface waves. Very clear, right? So here, first of all, I'll let you know the difference between P waves and shadow waves, P waves and secondary waves within the body waves. Primary waves and secondary. P means primary, S means secondary. So primary waves and secondary waves. If I can tell you, the P waves travel in all the medium. The P wave travel in all the medium. Say for example, solid, liquid and gas. P wave travels in all the medium irrespective of whatever the medium it is. Solid, liquid and gas. So here the crust is solid. As I told you, we experience lava or magma here. So magma is in liquid form. So that is why this layer is completely liquid. So the layer is also travels in the liquid. And within the earth we have so many gases, natural gases, petroleum gases, all the gases are present. So we also have a gap where the gas has been filled. So in those gases also these waves travel. So primary waves travel in all the medium. Even if it is liquid, it passes through the liquid also. Clear? Then when it comes to secondary waves travel only in solid. That's it. Secondary waves travel only in solid. Only in solid. Not in liquid and gas. Say for example, this is your earth and this is the layer of liquid. Primary waves travel everywhere, and now it is time, the second layer, the second waves which are coming, the first waves which comes when earthquake blast, when earthquake takes place, the first waves which are traveling are primary, followed by the next waves are secondary waves. That is why they are called S waves. S waves are, they travel second. First primary waves goes, then later the secondary waves goes, following the primary waves. But secondary waves travel only in solid, not in liquid. When it touches the liquid, the waves doesn't travel furthermore, right? So imagine the secondary waves, primary wave is done. Now the secondary waves are traveling from the same point. So I am showing in this picture. So when the secondary waves are traveling, they are traveling everywhere, wherever it is solid. Soon after it touches the liquid, it doesn't go, it doesn't pass through. So soon after touching the liquid, the waves doesn't travel. Okay, wherever it is solid, it travels there only. When it touches this liquid part, the secondary waves stops there itself. So this entire region, the secondary waves is not able to reach. Secondary waves are not able to reach in this area, in this entire region, just this part of the earth. That is why this area is called as shadow zone, shadow, where the waves are not reaching, shadow zone. Shadow zone. Shadow zone. Shadow. So shadow zone of which waves? Obviously, S waves. This is the shadow waves of S waves. So S waves, S wave shadow zone. This shadow zone is called as S wave shadow zone. We also have P wave shadow zone. Yes, I'll show you. When okay. This is a liquid. P waves are traveling even in liquid, as I told you. So when, see, if this is a layer, sorry, this is a wave. The wave when hits the liquid, so always the wave when it come in contact with the other medium, it deflects its angle. When the sun rays are coming, when it touches the water, the angle of reflection changes. Yes, the rays, waves or sound, whatever the thing which come in contact with the other medium, it changes its angle. Okay, you have studied it in 5th, 6th and primary school books, right? So when it come in contact with the water, so instead of traveling in this fashion, it changes its medium like this. It changes its medium, its direction like this. So thereafter, creating this area as shadow zone, where the P waves are not observed here, not experienced. So P wave shadow zone, and we have S wave shadow zone. P wave shadow zone, without making you confused, okay, I hope this is clear. So if I can if I can take in this manner, I wanted it to show you what is reflection and what is refraction. So now we'll come into the exact picture of P wave shadow zone. If the layer is liquid, deflection is taking place. From here also it is deflecting, from here also it is deflecting. Yes, so it reaches here also. I just wanted to show you what is reflection and refraction. I hope you recalled your 5th, 6th and 7th standard concepts of physics. So here this area and this area and this area is called as, not this, okay, not this. This is only with respect to secondary waves. So this area where this entire area is empty, this entire area is empty. So this area is called as shadow zone of P waves, P wave shadow zone. Clear? So not going very deep into it, because only for the UG perspective, or only for the second year 12th standard students, for their mental ability perspective, the knowledge of this standard is enough. Okay, so you must remember P wave shadow zone, S wave shadow zone. P wave travels in solid, liquid and gas. S wave travel only in solid, not in liquid and gases. Okay, then comes to the surface. When it comes to surface, as I have told you, the earthquake, the body waves travel to the surface. Thereafter, the wave travel in this fashion, horizontal fashion. Thereafter, the wave travel in this. See, imagine if this is wave. Imagine this is a wave, and thereafter the wave travel in this fashion, the energy. So this is your body wave. Within body wave we have P and S, both these. The first layer, the first wave which is going is P, second is secondary. Then thereafter when it hits here, so the layer is going, the wave is transferring the energy, the little vibration, the shake of the land. These waves are called as your surface waves. Within surface wave we have two. Okay, first we will discuss about the L waves. As I told you, L waves. The full form of the L is love. Okay, don't get confused. Love. Love is the name of Japanese geologist, geographer, okay, who propounded the theory about the earthquakes, L waves. Okay, so the name of love waves is based on the scientist or the geographer from the Japan. Okay, and believe me, the love waves are the most dangerous and most destructive waves of all the four waves. It destroys whatever you see in the news, the videos, the images after the earthquake. The building has collapsed, the vehicles has been damaged, the people lost their life. All these damages, it is only done by the only wave called as love, obviously. Okay, love waves, it travels horizontally and destroys the nearest geographical area, right? Then R waves are the last waves to record on the graph. R waves are the last waves travel. Okay, after the L waves, the R waves considered as the weakest waves, and it is also considered as, it is a message given to the area that earthquake is going to stop. Okay, R wave gives a message that yes, the earthquake is slightly weakening. It is the last wave to record on the graph. Okay, so R waves is also called as reversal waves. R waves, in fact, the full form of R is Rayleigh. Rayleigh is also a name of a scientist. Rayleigh and Love. Okay, Rayleigh is a name of a scientist. R waves are the last waves to record on the surface. It is a name of a scientist. it is also called as reversal waves, R waves. Okay, so uh, I hope you understood the concept very clearly. Earthquakes, body wave, surface waves. Within body surface, we again have 4 waves. So how earthquake takes place, why it takes place, and why only in a mountainous region the earthquake takes place, we will study it tomorrow. Okay, till then, goodbye.